We have Congressman Jim Jordan joining us tonight to talk more about that. These are the people that wanted to give 80,000 IRS agents and just shove them right up all our butts and audit us to hell and back. Go ahead.
Right. Attack the guy who's exposing the stupid spending instead of addressing the stupid spending. That's the Democrats' mantra. And they use all kinds of big words like constitutional crisis, which they've said about President Trump. I mean, I remember when they said 8 years ago that the Trump-Russia collusion, which was a big hoax, that was the biggest constitutional crisis ever. So this is the typical left. And by the way, Elon Musk is every bit as much a federal employee as those 80,000 IRS agents. The guys who work for Elon Musk are every bit as much a federal employee as the career bureaucrats who are supposedly so much smarter than us regular people. This is a fundamental problem the left has. They actually think the bureaucrats run the country. You and I think, and the American people believe, no. Under our constitutional systems, it's the guy who puts his name on a ballot who actually gets to make the decisions. And he said, Elon Musk is my guy, his team, they're federal employees, they're allowed to go look. And the idea that this judge said that even the Treasury Secretary couldn't see this is crazy. Like, that's the guy who was confirmed by the Senate, nominated by the guy who got 77 million votes, and he can't even see it. Just shows you how crazy the left has become.
Yeah, and it really shows you. I mean, there's so much angst, I guess, towards government, you know, and rightly so. And when you think about how much money gets pumped into that city, and then you see so much of it being thrown away, and then to watch them, to watch how they behave when all of this is exposed, and to see their rhetoric and the way that they talk, this has got to be turning off the American people rapidly. That party's already in the toilet. I think they're going to fall further as all this gets exposed. I want to show you this. This was Senator Chris Coons. If we can skip ahead here, guys. I think he was on CNN, and he effectively is defending a lot of the ridiculous, wasteful spending. He's talking about Sesame Street, I think, in Iraq. Just take a listen to this.
Is funding Sesame Street a judicious use of soft power?
This isn't just funding a kid show for children, millions of children in countries like Iraq. It's a show that helps teach values. It's pennies on the dollar.
Pennies on the dollar. So, I mean, I get it. Sesame Street, right, it's good for kids, and it'd be nice, but I mean, are we supposed to just start paying for the entire world? We have to raise all the children of the world?
Of course not. No, of course not. And I just disagree with the premise. I don't know that Big Bird and Bert and Ernie are all that beneficial to the people in Baghdad. Certainly not a great use of American tax dollars, it seems, in my opinion. My guess is the families in the 4th District of Ohio, which I get the privilege of representing, my guess is most of them would say the same thing. That's stupid. Stop it. Oh, by the way, we have a $36 trillion debt. Stop it. Spend my money in more efficient ways. That's exactly what President Trump said he was going to do when he ran for the job. 77 million people appointed him, or not elected him, and now he's appointed Elon Musk to as a federal employee to figure this all out.
Yeah.
God bless them all for doing it.
It's just something that it's all just a huge slush fund for anything they can dream up. How much money would Chris Coons personally like to spend on ensuring that the children of Iraq have access to Sesame Street? How much would any individual American, if you put it to a vote, how much do you want to take out of your paycheck for Sesame Street in Iraq? You're going to get no from every single American, but when we put all this money into a big collective, suddenly it just gets thrown around. It's just so unbelievable.
Put it in this big pot of money and let some career bureaucrat here who the left thinks is smarter than you and I and the people who get elected, let them make the decision. That's the problem. That's what they're changing. That's why we need less people in government, too, by the way, which they're also working on accomplishing.
Boy, I love all of that. Congressman Jim Jordan, good to have you on, sir. Thank you.
Good to be with you. Thanks, Rob.